Not to sound like a YouTuber apology video or anything, but I didn't want to make this video, really. In fact, I thought I'd be making a video about the complete opposite thing, but here we are. My fellow gamers, you've read the title, I'm sure you've probably clicked on it thinking, how is this possible? It was going so well. And we're not going to be talking about constant shifting gameplay metas, or annoying balance changes, annoying hackers or map design. No. We are talking about one of the worst things to happen to a game imaginable. I'm of course talking about pay to win. Pay to win. It's exactly as it sounds. You give the game money, the game gives you something back, an advantage that most players don't have because they bought the game and they have the natural understanding that if you pay $60, £50 for a product, you should be able to enjoy it to the fullest potential. And even if the game is free to play, like DMZ, that mode is part of Warzone 2. If you download Warzone 2, you can play DMZ. I still think this is nothing but egregious. And the kicker here is, from the way things are going right now, it's not looking good for DMZ. It looks as though things are going to be getting way worse. So let's cover what's happened to make DMZ pay to win, and as bad as I'm making out it is. So I started getting into DMZ again. Not only do I make content on the game, but there's been a lot of updates and a new map, and I've just missed the game really. If I feel like there's something more to do a video on, I definitely will. But with the way the game's going, I am a bit worried about that. I had some COD points to spare. I thought, you know what, I'll buy the battle pass. It's not looking too bad this season, so you know, I started playing the game again. All of a sudden, I go onto the store out of random curiosity, not even to buy anything, just to see what's going on, see how ridiculous the cosmetics can really get. I noticed a Modern Warfare 2, not this one, the original Modern Warfare 2 from 2009, a bundle from that game about our boy Ghost. The nostalgia made me want to look. I thought, wow, I haven't seen Ghost's original outfit in a long time. And I noticed something next to the operator. There is a DMZ bonus that comes with it. And this bonus was for Ghost to always spawn with a 2-plate armor slot vest. Obviously, us plebs only have one. You start with a 1 armor plate vest. You can only put 1 piece of armor in it. If you get your wallet out, you can have 2. A significant advantage, by the way. You don't have to be playing DMZ for more than 1 match to know how important armor is in the game, especially when you're going up against PvP. That extra plate of armor, that little pixel of a health bar on your armor plate can be the difference between living and dying. And now you are guaranteed to spawn with one every single game. It is the new default if you have that bundle. At that point, I felt a bad feeling, a really bad feeling creep up on me. A realization of what this meant for the mode and how bad this is gonna get. I don't think I need to spell it out for you. If you pay for that operator, you're getting an advantage. You are paying to win. Plain and simple. There's no way around it. But the worst part is, it just doesn't stop there. For them 2,400 COD points, you're getting even more pay to win advantages. Not only are you getting that sweet armor plate vest, but with the weapon you get with the operator, Ghost's gun, it comes with a 15-minute reduction of your insured weapon cooldown time, meaning you'll be able to get your hands back on your pimped out, attachment stuffed, across map shooting, butt blaster 9000 sniper, earlier and quicker than everyone else because you paid money. And on top of all of that, with the same bundle, this is all in one package here, you get an extra operator slot. Essentially, you can have another character so you can get more loot with that character and have these backups ready in case you keep dying with other operators, which is once again another advantage. The cherry on top of this is that there's no way to actually earn any of these rewards other than buying these bundles. So free-to-play players and people that genuinely don't want to be spending so much money on all of these bundles, and maybe they do want to buy the bundles but they don't want to be paying towards these absurd, crushing, pay-to-win marketing schemes, they are gonna suffer. The most tame one I can find is this one right here, which is called the Bomb Squad bundle, and this will merit you a medium backpack with the operator, a permanent one by the way. So once again, you'll always spawn with one. You will never go without a backpack. You get the insured weapon thing. I think it's if you put that weapon on, this really pimped out weapon, as an insured weapon, then it'll cool down in less time. Once again, it feels ridiculous and is downright ludicrous. And then this also grants you an extra operator slot. So buying one of these bundles would already give you a significant advantage against a free-to-play player which has just spawned into a match with either no weapon or a few weapons. But even then, the advantage the pay-to-win player has is quite high when you realize how valuable a 2 slot armor vest is, the extra character slot, the weapon cooldown reduction. It all adds up, and if someone is buying all of these bundles, then it'll get to a point where the game is going to feel so against people. Against the average player that wants to have fun, against the tactical player that doesn't want to have to pay just to be able to get anywhere. And instead, Activision will favour the whales. Before I move on to the next topic, I want to just say, if you want to spend your money on something, do it. If it makes you happy, do it. No one's going to tell you how to spend your money. People might have not realised how predatory this is and thought, you know, oh, I love Ghost, and you get a free DMZ bonus? Sure, I'll buy that, I have money to spare. Without thinking about the larger consequences of this, Activision are pushing pay to win. They know it's unfair, they know it is predatory, and they certainly know it's not fun. And just remember that last part, it's going to be very relevant. The bottom line is, you shouldn't have to pay money in a game that is all about tactical skill. Everyone is on an even playing field, and I can't believe I'm saying this, you have to get good in order to progress. With pay to win, if you feed money into the big mouth of Activision, then it defeats the point of the game mode. The exact same goes for Warzone. Imagine how stupid it would be. A battle royale where everyone is supposed to start the same, and it's the whole survival of the fittest thing. Whoever is able to adapt most to the environment they're in and use what they have to the best of their ability, better than the 100 or so other players, then they are the ones that win. And DMZ is a similar thing. Yeah, sure, people might have had really good runs and really good streaks, gotten loads of loot and they can spawn in with that, like a 3 armor plate vest, a backpack bigger than themselves, and all the meds and kill streaks you could possibly fit in there. But they earned that, and so they only have that advantage until they lose it. If they want to do permanent equipment, it should be earned through doing challenges. Make them difficult so people will strive to do them, not make them expensive so people will break and pay for them. I said at the beginning of the video that this is gonna get worse. And viewer, I don't want to alarm you, but there are bundles that have been leaked, and I'm really sad to say that these are most likely gonna sneakily slither their way into the Modern Warfare 2 store. If you thought the backpack was bad, the 2 armor plate vest was bad, which is honestly pushing it, get ready for this. There's one bundle that has been leaked where the operator comes with a free self-revive. Yes, I'll say that again, a free self-revive. The thing that is the difference between life or death and can completely change the course of your character's existence in any given game. Of course, it would be really helpful for solo players, but why do you have to pay real money for it? It was so much better when it was cosmetics only. I love playing DMZ solo, it's a good challenge, and even I disagree with this anyway. But not only is the feeling so much better going into a match and then finding a self-revive kit or a revive pistol to use, but also it makes you play the game. DMZ, the extraction-based game mode where you go into the DMZ, loot for valuable things that would give you an advantage, not buy valuable things. So when John Wick and Predator have this love child, god, I don't want to think about that, and they end up making this player that is a solo bandit and they go around creating havoc with their 3-plate armor vest, pimped out weapons. They forgot what the timer looks like on the cooldown for the insured weapon because they're so good at the game, they never lost it. And yeah, okay, sweats like that are annoying, but you know full well that they earned the right and have the skill to not only use all of that gear, but roam the DMZ with a fierce iron fist. And that's what made it so cool, because of the idea that you could be that solo John Wick bandit, get a ridiculously high streak of exfils. But now with this pay to win scheme coming in, it gets way more muddled. Is the person that just stomped me better than me, or did he just buy the right operator bundle, starting off with more armor, and simply stomping on me with my level 1 armor vest because I couldn't find a level 2 one to match him? Is that where the game's going? And if you thought the self-revive was bad, this one is the biggest offender for me. And from what I've seen, the idea of this is scaring a lot of DMZ players as well. There is one operator that has been leaked to come out that will have a UAV at the very beginning of a match. Now, if that isn't the worst one ever, I don't know what is. Usually in battle royale games, extraction games like DMZ, or hell, even any online competitive shooter or any strategy game, intel is one of the most valuable assets ever. It's why Bloodhound is played so much on Apex Legends, UAVs are one of the most useful kill streaks in Call of Duty history, and why on Siege you check the cameras frantically at the end of a game because you need to know where the guy is that wiped out your whole team. Safe to say, intel is really valuable. And listen, a UAV, it's a big deal, it tells you where people are. So could you imagine freshly spawning in and someone else spawned relatively close to you with the bundle that gives them a UAV? They spawn in and know where people are and hunt them straight off of the bat. Before you can even pick up a tube of toothpaste, you're getting sent back to the lobby just because someone had money to spare. Not because one player was better than the other, because they spawned in with an advantage that they have not worked for, roamed the DMZ for. It just feels off, you know? Even if sales don't work, although a lot of people don't like this pay to win shenanigan, there are going to be whales that buy every single one of these bundles. And even if it doesn't sell well at all, even if the whales jump out of the water from this, I still think Activision are going to try and push this. In their corporate minds, they're probably thinking, if this isn't selling, let's throw more of it into the store and make an enticing enough offer, hence why the self-reviving UAV thing is probably going to be coming into the game, to then make people buy it, to trick them into thinking they need this in order to be good at the game or get their foot into DMZ to begin with. I'm predicting the second they released that first bundle that gives an advantage, a DMZ bonus, I think that was it. I think Activision were locked in and they were going to keep throwing more of these bundles in to try and make people buy them. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should just take my tinfoil hat off, but regardless, however you want to spell it or slice it or say it, DMZ, if this keeps going on, is going to fall flat on its face. It just learned to walk, it was doing well, and this problem, this pay to win problem, once again, there is no other way of saying it, this is pay to win. It is gonna get really out of hand. If you're not gonna let people earn it, then don't try and sell it. Is DMZ still playable now though? Is it going to be playable? The answer is probably yes, but it's going to be that bit more challenging, that bit more difficult, and a lot more unfair. I think it's in DMZ's and Call of Duty's as a whole best interest for Activision to reconsider this and not go through with more of this stuff. Now remember when I reminded you to hold on to the whole it's not fun thing? I remember when Modern Warfare 2 was coming out, and in all of the showcases where the devs were talking about how revolutionary this Call of Duty is going to be, which is standard procedure for every COD, the thing that really caught my attention was they were talking about how this game, Modern Warfare 2, is about fun. It is about being fun down to its fundamental level.
It just goes on and on. But you know what? It all comes back to one thing. It comes back to fun. Everything we do is in the service of fun. Whether you're a hardcore player or a casual player, whether you are somebody who likes to play with your friends or you like to play alone. We've tried to think about fun for you. Fun is what you come away with.
It's why we have all of these game modes. A stellar campaign, it's pretty damn good. And these new experimental game modes like DMZ, it all amounts to them saying this game is about being fun for all the players. And I know it's not the developers. They must hate having to be told to put this in by Activision. But it just goes to show how quickly Modern Warfare 2 has lost sight of that. I don't blame the developers. They seem very passionate, and if it was up to them, this wouldn't have even crossed their minds. But Activision clearly have something else in mind. But anyways, I'm going to leave this video here today. If you enjoyed, be sure to smash the like button. Comment your thoughts on this whole DMZ shenanigan down below. Do you think the leaks are going to be true? And do you think DMZ is going to be saved? Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, you won't regret it, and turn on the notification bell too to stay notified whenever I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.